So, as I was listening to it with my friend today, this song, Mountain Time, Joe Bonamassa, I remote viewed a desire I had. Remote viewing is the conversation I had with my friend yesterday, and I was telling my friend today, the friend that we had a communal conversation with yesterday, his remote viewing is concerned with monetary things. My remote viewing is about depth experiences that I can bring forth in a moment of time. And what I remote viewed in my creative imagination, active imagination, was giving a blessing at my daughter's wedding that I may or may not be able to give. Who knows? But it had to do with this song, with these ideas of woman, with the concerns of the maturation of the male being different of the concerns of the maturation of the female, and this wonderful adventure that they're beginning to adventure, to journey together. And I realized, as I listened to the lyrics of the song, and I looked back on my life, their mother was this Western lady that he talks about. In my life, she was that Western lady at the time that let my soul soar, and they are the fruits of such a thing. Or that great Norse Ting, that Ting, she is such a Ting. In the Norse description, the Ting is destiny, is related to the destiny, the thing that is our life, that is that guide. And as I was listening to this song and remote viewing what I had to say, all these ideas that have been born out of me, you see, that's what I hope for, is to give birth to something in time from the depths of my being, as only a male can do, obviously. Women do it differently, that's all. And I thought of how, I did a poem, actually, you don't know, but I did a poem about the mythological symbolism of having grown up in El Dorado County. El Dorado being the city of gold that brought the Europeans over in search of riches, and they thought it was the New Jerusalem, and that the fountain of youth sprang forth from its center, and that it was what I called that alchemical spherical city of gold in the poem. And the imagery is to evoke the idea of a seed and giving birth and potentiality and possibility in the most highest ennobled endeavors to seek to have in time. And that's what I feel marriage is. Even though I've never been married, that's what I seek it to be. And I know ladies help the man, because he can get all caught up in this grand organizing directive, this God, this metaphysical rendition of life, and they can bring him back down, rooted in time as they are, to the practicalities and the necessities of time, the concerns of time. But if his metaphysic is such that it is in accord with time, then it affirms time and ennobles and encourages him, enlivens him with a vitality and a vigor. But I'm speaking in terms of realized understanding, being fully conscious of the choice we will to make happen. None of it is very real, being that it's rooted from something that is timeless, not concerned with the concerns of time, but rather the eternal evaluations, the evaluations made from a perspective of eternity rather than a perspective rooted in time, which is limited and ends with an epic. But what I'm trying to also affirm is that when epic arises, it is there to encourage and enlighten the potentiality and the possibility of new life and affirm life in all its terror and joy, to affirm it and say yes to it. So I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to say. Happy birthday to my daughter, Hannah, and my older daughter, just a few more days, and is her due date, so I'm going to be a grandpa. That's an epochal change, too. Everything's changing. I think this song came just at the right time. I suggest you look it up. Mountain Time by Joe Bonamassa. They got a good clip here on YouTube.